Hey everybody, welcome back to Backyard Country Living. Jeff here. I appreciate y'all joining me. Got something new here on the back of the tractor. Just came in the box here. The folks at Garvee, Garvee.com, it's Garvee, sent me these pair of log tongs, heavy duty log lifting tongs to demonstrate. So I told them I would be glad to do that and see what they look like. I'm going to try to do my best to do a demonstration using them a couple different ways and a fair and honest review on them. So and I will leave a link in the description so you can check that out. Garvee has all kinds of different products, home furnishings, agricultural, forestry, automotive. So go check out their website and got all kinds of stuff on there. But anyway, let's open these up, see what they look like, and then we'll get busy seeing if we can put them to use. All right, let's see what we got here. Looks to be well packaged. Look pretty hefty. So this is the 28-inch model. I think they have a couple of different models on their website as far as the the opening of the jaws and everything. So let's get them out here wrapped in plastic. Yeah, they're pretty heavy. I believe, if I remember reading right, I think they weigh about 33 pounds. Like I said, a 28-inch opening. I want to say they're rated to lift around 3,000 pounds. So yeah, this is no lightweight. Alright, so there they are. No assembly required, it appears. Everything's fully assembled. I got the nice hook there where you can, hook it on the your strap or chain or whatever you're using to lift with. And yeah, I'd say first impressions, they're definitely heavy duty. Let me get it hung up on the front of the tractor and we'll get in close and take a real close look at it. All right, according to the specs, this is forged steel. It's powder coated. According to my measurements, it's about 3/8 inch thick steel. So definitely heavy duty for sure. I like the fact that you got handles on the sides here. It's just a four claw design, sort of like an eagle claw. It looks like they will dig in pretty good, as well as if you can see right there, you've got some little serrated teeth there to for extra gripping. But yeah, like I said, 28-inch opening, 3,000 pound lift capacity. So you can see on the pallet forks here, this is something I already had. I didn't make it up for this, for lifting things. It's just some channel that I got clamped down to the pallet forks here. And I've got it where, I've got a little hook welded on here for something like this, or you can just hang a chain. Now the one thing I kind of like, a lot of these I've seen have a connection here that it'll rotate all the way around. But this one don't. It is stationary. So the way I got it hooked up, of course, I got a little length of chain there. It'll rotate a little bit. But if you got a long log, I kind of like this because now it won't rotate and swing into your tractor or whatever you're lifting it with. Now you could just hook a chain up here if you needed to be able to rotate it. This should allow you enough rotation to get connected to the log if you need to, go back and forth. But if you hook just a chain there and let it hang, then you would have more rotation if you needed it. But yeah, they definitely appear to be heavy duty. So my plan is to lift a few logs from the pallet forks, like you see it connected here. Most everybody has the tractor nowadays. They got a set of forks on the front with the loader. I've got the other tractor with the boom pole. I'm going to hook it to the boom pole and show how you can lift logs with that if you don't have a tractor, with a loader or whatever. Or, a lot of people have grapples for these tractors. But if you don't want to, go to the expense of a grapple, Something like this, if you're moving wood around or logs, or you got some big rounds that maybe you want to bring up to your log splitter, or your wood splitter rather, something like this is a lot more affordable than than say a grapple. It may not be quite as fast or whatever, but it'll get the job done. But yeah, we're going to do it on here. We're going to hook it to the boom pole, and then maybe we're going to show a situation of, say, dragging a log out of the woods where it can be beneficial in that respect rather than having to mess with trying to get a chain around the log or whatever. All right, I got a pile of logs that this will be perfect for, and we're going to go check it out and see how it works. Said before, it would definitely be easier and quicker if you had a second person helping you out, but I don't have the benefits of that today, so we'll go with what we got. Okay, I would give it a grade A for that particular task. You saw when I picked that big one out, it was the way it was kind of laying down in there. It was hard for me to get all 4 claws, and it actually looked like it was holding with just 2, maybe 2 of the claws. Initially, I got it out and then got a better grab on it, but it allowed me to pick that out of the pile. One small log, when I was putting it back on the pile, it kind of wanted to swing, and that log's probably about 10 foot long, and but the fact that it wouldn't let it swing all the way around, wasn't concerned with it hitting the front of the tractor. But yeah, I like it. All right, let's move on and try it out on the boom pole, see how that works. Okay, friends, we're down here in the middle of the woods. Recently had some trees fall across this path here that leads down to a clearing in the woods. My buddy and I cut these trees up and got them out of here. Some we had to use the chain to drag them out of. I'll show you over here where they were in the woods. So if we had had this, it definitely would have made life easier to just grab hold of it and drag it out. So I got one. It's not a real big log, but I wanted to clamp onto it and see how it does, dragging it out. So yeah, we got them hooked up to the boom pole. So you can see I just got it on the hook. there that you know, was made for that kind of thing. Here again, you know, it'll turn, but it ain't going to turn too much. So you know, I've got a chain there. If I needed to, I could wrap that around the end and hook it on there to allow it to turn more. So but anyway, we're gonna you can see we're still one tree right there that is actually still alive, but it was part of the ones that fell we got to deal with. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can hook to this and drag it out, and then you know, pick it up with the boom pole. As you can see, successful, got it out of here. I even hit that little stubble right there and still grabbed onto it, held on. Pretty thick stuff pulling it through there. But I'll show you, it, man, that thing dug in pretty well. Yeah, it dug in and clenched in. It wasn't going to let go. So, all right, let's see if we can pick it up now and haul it out of here with the boom pole. All right, everybody, that's going to about wrap it up for the heavy duty log lifting tongs from Garvee. So as I say, I'll leave a link in the description and go to garvee.com and check them out, because I would definitely give them a grade A for what I did. You know, that, like I said, it beats, you know, in some cases, you know, trying to get a chain around that if you don't have, you know, the right equipment. Is just aggravating. This, you just back right up to it and clamp onto it and pull or lift. Especially dragging that one out of the woods down there, that definitely made it easier than trying to get a chain around it. And I know, you know, in the log pile when I was using the loader, I could have just drove up with the forks and lifted those up, but I was doing that more for a demonstration. But picking that one out of the pile was definitely something that would have been hard to do with a grapple or something like that on the front of the tractor. But it's definitely a nice alternative. If you don't have something like a grapple or whatever, and you need to move some logs around, some big browns, as I say, to get them up to the wood splitter, I believe it'll definitely fit the bill. So I'd like to thank the people at Garvee for sending me this to demonstrate, and check it out and see what you think. And I really appreciate you joining me. Catch you next time. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. See ya.